Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated video. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a new lesson, Enterprise Resource Planning. So guys, the short form of this is ERP. So in this lesson we are going to discuss so many things. That is, what do you mean by ERP, how it is used in our day-to-day life, and how information technology is concerned. So guys, in this lesson we have to discuss the concept related with enterprise, resource, planning. Individually we are going to learn all these three concepts. Thereafter we discussed functional unit of ERP. Thereafter, ERP and its related technologies, means how we can use ERP in computerized model. Thereafter, ERP solution providers, ERP packages. So which softwares or which embedded systems are used to develop this, that we are going to discuss in this topic. Thereafter, the relationship between ERP and the World Wide Web, that is website as well as internet world. Thereafter we discussed different benefits of ERP, means how they are give more comfort for day to day life and for industry. Thereafter we have to also discuss guys limitations ERP implementation. So actually in this topic we have to discuss how implementation is quite problematic and how it is costly. Then the problems are, which problems are there, that we are going to discuss in this topic. Thereafter, at the end of this lesson we are going to discuss the future of ERP. Means nowadays we are just using this concept and this technology and we just try to merge with our information technology system. So what is the future for it? So that we are going to discuss in this topic. So guys, let me start with our first topic, that is introduction related with enterprise and resource planning. So guys, most of the concepts are totally a theory based. So let me start. In today's competitive world, one has to manage the future of an enterprise more cleverly. So managing the future means managing the information. A large enterprise may generate a huge amount of data, such as financial data, customer details, purchase details, employee data. So many things are there in that data. And we know that in this digital world, we just try to keep track of each and every person information, and we just try to provide the different resources according to its requirement. So for that purpose, so many industries works together on different modules. So guys, information technology and its related technologies can be used for planning and organizing resources and information of an enterprise. Hence, most of the organizations are moving enterprise resource planning packages as a solution to their information management problem. So guys, what happened? They have a huge amount of data, huge details are there. So to manage these kind of data, it is quite difficult. So most of the thing what happen, most of the data may get lost, or it is difficult to manipulate, it is difficult to implement, difficult to store. So which techniques, which method we can use? So for that purpose, they develop the new concept, enterprise resource planning packages. So they just try to help you to manage these kind of data in different softwares. So we can keep preserve this data for a long period of time, and that data helps to analyzing for implementing different business modules. So guys, let me start with different modules, that is enterprise, resource and planning. These three concepts we just try to study individually. Now, first of all, we just focus what do you mean by enterprise and how it is helpful and which things are come under in it. So guys, an enterprise is a group of people and other resources working together for common goal. Means it is nothing but an organization, and that organization work with some formula, with some principles. So many persons are included in that group. They make a team and they just distribute their work. An enterprise act as a single entity, and an organization is divided into different unit based on the operation performed in it. An enterprise may consist of different sections such as manufacturing, productions, planning, sales, purchase, finance, distribution, and so many things are covered by enterprise. Each department will have their own duties and responsibilities. So they work with some objectives which is set by enterprise. Means say for example, if there is a company is there, so how they can increase their business model, what about their goals, objectives, these are set by enterprises. And then according to the advertisement using digital media, TV media, so that's why they just try to make their more publicity about their product. They just try to collect the data, and according to that their strategies are used for a good business. For an enterprise, group of persons, peoples, they works together as a team. For that purpose, they provide so many resources. They set their goals and objectives, and according to that guideline, they definitely works. Now, guys, next thing is what? Resource. What do you mean by resource? In enterprise, we discussed there are so many persons, group are there. They set their goals and objective, and according to that, they have that data, and they have to work according to that information. Now, guys, we focused what is a resource. So there are different types of resources in an enterprise like man, material, money, and machines. So to develop any kind of product, so we required all these 4M. 4M means what? Men, material, money, and machine. Information system can be designed for various departments of an enterprise so that accurate and timely data can be provided to their concerned person. So if we have so many resources are available, and these resources should be available at time to time, so we just try to provide, or we just try to complete our orders and the requirements of the customers. So let we see, suppose if we let me take the example of mobile. So if we have ABCD mobile, and suppose the customers gives 10,000 mobile handsets, so to complete or to achieve this goal, so they need to provide resources, they have to calculate the time, and according to that they just need to work. So in this way, resources are also play important role. But if you don't have resources, so it is very difficult to complete your target. So guys, resources are also important fact. Now guys, after discussing enterprise, resources, the main thing is what? Planning. How can we use or how can we implement? So for that purpose, planning is essential. So planning helps managers to improve future performance by establishing objective and selecting a course of action for the benefit of the organization. Means they have collected the past history regarding the products. So according to that, they just need to plan for future performance. Means, and listen, the future performance is depend on their past as well as present performance. Means their plus and minus points. So according to that, they just improve themselves for better enhancement. Now students, we just try to discuss all the three things together. That is concept of enterprise resource planning. In some enterprises, different departments function independently. So the major problem is what? They works differently, they have different kind of data, so they are even not communicate with each other. So it may cause a very serious problem and they just fail their goals and objectives. So the information that is produced by each department may be available only to the top management of department and it is not available to other departments. So there is a no communication between different sections of an enterprise. So guys, this concept we all just discussed and I'm just trying to explain you with a diagram. The ERP system often integrates accounts, payables, stock control system, order monitoring system, and customer database into one system. So means what happened? Due to standalone working individual departments, so it is very difficult to communicate with each other. So there is a lack of database communication between these two, so which is quite difficult between communication. So let me see the first diagram. An enterprise with no or little communication between departments. So guys, we have production planning, finance department is there, marketing is there, human resources that is HR department is there, production is there, and at the end sales and distribution is there. So if we don't have communication between each other, so it is very difficult to achieve our goals. But let's see the third diagram, 6.3 diagram. An enterprise with central database means all these departments, they are just trying to share the information to the control database, means what actually the production planning is there, how finance department take the action on it, then which marketing strategies we need to use, then according to that how HR department gets active, then according to that how productions can be make. So for better benefits and efficiency, each department must know what other departments are doing. The enterprise can be considered as a system and all the departments as its subsystem. Information about the enterprise can be stored in a centralized database. It is made available to all departments and can be easily seen. So we have discussed now recently the second diagram. So how it will make more beneficial by sharing their data with other departments. So what did they need to do? All the different departments, they just try to store the information to the central database so that according to the production, planning, finance, how we just try to complete and we just need to implement the given idea. So that's why central database implementation concept is definitely a beneficial concept. For example, finance department can be used ERP to see if any sales order has been shipped from the warehouse, so as to make further payments. Now guys, we discussed the different functional units related with ERP. The resources available in an enterprise must be utilized effectively. So it is the responsibility of management to plan the resources. The ERP system helps the management in making the planning process more productive and efficient. The ERP package contain many modules or sub units. So actually is not ERP is nothing but what? Combination of all the marketing, HR, production, finance, all the different units. They just try to centralized, collect together, combine together, and they just work together for better enhancement or implementation. So let me see How functional units related with ERP. So first of all, production planning is there, then plant maintenance is there, sales distribution, material management, quality management, manufacturing of given product, thereafter financial management, and HR, that is human resources. So according to that, we have to discuss all these, we have to club all these departments together. So these are different units which are related with ERP. So there are total 8 units are there. So these 8 units helps together to make a functional module. So let me discuss the first module, that is called financial module. So this is the core of many ERP software packages. So it can collect financial data from various functional departments and generates valuable financial reports. Financial reports may include balance sheet of that particular company. It also generate general ledgers, trial balances, financial statements, and so many things. So that will definitely helps you to make a particular financial module. Now guys, the next module is manufacturing module. It contains necessary business rules to manage the entire production process. This module of ERP enables an enterprises to combine technology and business process to get an integrated solution. So generally it also provides freedom to change manufacturing and planning methods according to the requirement. So guys, because different products, different plannings are there, different strategies they also need to use. So manufacturing module maximum consist of the things which should be provided, which should complete all the modules, all the orders within a time. The next module is production planning module. This module is used for optimizing the utilization of available resources and helps the organization to plan their production. This module identifies the materials requirement, allocates optimal resources using data, and sells forecast with sales data. So guys, let me take the example of ice cream production. So what actually ice cream production company did, they have just data of all 12-month sales as well as manufacturing details. So they know that in which month they need to produce more and more number of ice cream units. So that's why they just try to increase their number of sales. And according to the collecting data, they change their strategies and production. So it will make more easily to complete the orders and in more profitability. Then we see the role of HR module. Now guys, HR stands for human resource. HR module maintains and update and complete employee database including personal information, salary details, attendance, performance, promotion, and so many things. It keeps the information of all the employees which are related with their enterprise company. So according to that, which employees are more eligible, functional, is there need of any new employed, technician employees. So it is decided by this HR module based on their collected information. Now, fifth module is inventory control module. This module covers processes of maintaining the appropriate level of stock in the warehouse. It is responsible for identifying the inventory requirement and setting the largest target of the stock item required. So for example, let me take the example of Hero Honda company. Suppose they have order of 20,000 units. So what they did? First of all, they check the total material available, that is called inventory. So is it sufficient? Is it enough to produce that kind of units? So if they don't have, suppose let me take the example, suppose out of 20,000 unit they are eligible to produce only 10,000 unit right now. So what did they try to do? They just start their production, and at the same time they just order a newly material, so that's why they can easily complete their target within the time. Purchasing module is there. So this is the sixth module of ERP's functional module. So in purchase module helps for generating purchase order, evaluating the supplier and billing. It is closely connected with the inventory, finance and production planning module. So let me again take the same example, Hero Honda company. So suppose they need to produce 20,000 units, but they just check the inventory, means stock available. So what did they try to do? They have the material they have available, it is capable only to produce 10,000 units. So what did they try to do? They just send the request for purchasing department to purchase the material for another 10,000 unit. So that's why it is closely connected and concerned with inventory, finance and production planning module. Thereafter, our next module is marketing module. Marketing module is used for monitoring and tracking customer order, increasing customer satisfaction and for eliminating credit risk. So what they try to do when marketing department, it is a big role of marketing module department, because they have to keep the information of track of all the information of customers, those which are related with their product. And even though they also need to marketing their product based on different medias, different platforms, social medias, newspaper media, multimedia, mouth publicity. So according to that, they have to work to increase their marketing ability. Then the next module is sales and distribution module. So this module helps for tracking inquiries, order placements, order scheduling, dispatching and invoicing. So this module is closely integrated with e-commerce website of organization. So for that purpose, let me take the example of suppose Amazon. So on Amazon, festival season is there. So what did they try to do? They just give so many offers to the customers, and the customers which are related with e-commerce. So what did they try to do? They know that there is a huge sales is there. The response is also there. So what did they try to do? They just see the requirement, the interest of the customer, and if the customers are placing the orders, then how to fulfill that order. So they just give the tentative time, dispatching, collecting the cash and so many things. So that's why it is almost related with e-commerce website. So now guys, we are just going to focus our next last and final module, that is quality management module. This module is used for managing quality of product. Guys, there is a big responsibility of quality control department. Why guys? Because which thing we are going to produce and how it is sent to the customer, and when that product reaches to the customer, we just focused, that is quality of the product. If there is a big lapse between the actual quality and after getting the particular product in their hand, so if there is a mismatch, then there is maybe a chance of huge loss. So guys, quality control department play a very important role and very sensitive role. This module is used for managing quality of products. The quality management module fulfills the different functionality, that is quality planning, quality inspection and quality control. So these three functions works together and it is performed by quality management module. So these three functions we are going to discuss in our next coming video. So guys, thanks for watching this video. In this video, we have discussed so many functions which are related with ERP module, and we also discussed all the three concept individually. That is, what do you mean by ERP, how resources works, how planning works, and how all these three things works together. So guys, thanks for watching this video. So we'll meet with some another concept in our next video. Thank you.